Hello everyone, welcome back to Building My Dream Zoo in Minecraft, and today I have some exciting stuff planned. So of course I'm going to try to add another habitat, and I've decided on some African cheetahs. We have two here, although one of them is capitalized and one is not. I don't know what that's about, because I definitely did not rename these. But we'll find out if they're different or not, I don't know. I think they would use big cat kibble, but I'm not sure, so we'll find that out too. But I was working off camera a little bit, and I actually need to sleep, so give me 1 second. But if you saw, I have a bunch of cobblestone in my inventory and my chisel that I actually put mending and unbreaking on, because I've been working on the outer wall. Now, if we go to the map, you can see it goes all the way around now. And the shape may have to be adjusted a little bit, I'm not quite certain, because this is just the inside loop. I haven't done the roof or actually made the wall as tall as it needs to be, but it is 2 blocks tall around the whole perimeter, and so basically, you know, everything is stuck either inside or outside, depending on where they are. So I think my next step for that project is actually going to be to try to torch up this entire place, which I'm sure will take a long time. As you saw, it was pretty big. But I'm actually going to fly around and show you the wall real quick while I explain a little bit more. So, of course, it starts out here, go around, it's a creeper farm off to the side. It goes up over these hills. And as you can see, I've kind of dug out some of this. I've made it a little bit easier to work with. Cleared some trees. It goes all the way around here. I kept in some of these water features on purpose. We might be able to use those for habitats. And then it just comes around here. And one of the things I wanted to do is to have the villagers, specifically the ones that don't have any jobs, because I can't really use them for anything, just have them wandering around in here. But obviously, as we are now, they'll probably just die from, you know, zombies or fall in that lava pit if you saw it over there. So that's why I want to light it up. I want to cover up any caves that I find. And the other thing is, I'm a little bit worried they're gonna like wander into my house, because obviously we have doors and they know how to use doors. That probably wouldn't be an issue, but I just kind of don't want them in here. And I also don't know how villagers work with the chisel blocks. I don't know if they actually can pathfind, which would be nice because they couldn't get up my stairs then. But then they wouldn't really use these paths either. So, and that's kind of what I want. I want them to kind of wander through the paths more than anything. So I don't know if there's a way I can keep them where I want them or just let them wander. But I might try to work on that a little bit today. But for the most part, I do just want to get started on another habitat for the cheetahs. And I will show you. I haven't set up a block pad or anything for that yet. I have some ideas, but I haven't quite gathered everything. But I just want to show you. I'm thinking it's going to go back behind here because I don't want it to be too close to the jaguars we just passed or the tigers that are up over there. So basically I'm thinking we'll give them kind of this whole space here, and it'll connect somewhere up to maybe here, and this path will come out and go this way. So that's the idea for that, and I'll probably come out to maybe here with the habitat. Because cheetahs do kind of need a lot of space in real life. They're made for, you know, running and stuff like that. So that's the idea. These tapers that we put in here last time, they're doing pretty good. These two have been just in this corner. I think they try to pathfind a little bit, but for now it's all good. So yeah, I'm going to get working on this and I will give you some updates soon. Alright, so we might have a problem here, and maybe this is why the names were weird. So I put one in my inventory, and I've got all of the big kibble I have, big cat kibble. So here's what happened. I wanted to test it instead of just getting attacked by a cheetah. When it's time, when the habitat's done, I was like, we'll just check in creative. I'll spawn a cheetah, try to give it some big cat kibble, just see if that works. I went into my creative world that I use for this mod and tried to search for cheetah. Didn't come up. Tried to search for African I think it was like West African lion or something like that came up, and I think one or two other animals. It might have been like, oh, I think it was African elephant and something else. Anyway, this cheetah did not come up, and so I slightly remember when I started this series, there was a second mod that had animals that was compatible with Zawa, but that one stopped being updated, but Zawa has continued to be updated, so they were no longer compatible. So I had to delete the other one, and I'm worried that the cheetah was from that, and so it may just despawn as soon as I try to put it in the world. I don't know what's going to happen. Is it almost nighttime again? But yeah, my plan is we're going to try to put it into this stall here and see if one, if it despawns or not, and two, if it doesn't despawn, I'll try to tame it really quick just to see, but I am going to sleep first because I don't want to get attacked by anything. And I'm going to grab this book. Alright, so we're ready, so we're going to try this out. Now the thing is, if it doesn't work, if we don't have a cheetah anymore after this, I think we'll just switch to lions instead, because I think I have some of those as well. So it won't be a huge difference. I already picked out like a theme for the habitat to be like savanna-y and stuff. So I think I can still do that. We'll just do lions instead. But fingers crossed, let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Alright, we don't have any cheetahs. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. I might just keep the other one in the net. I don't know. That's really sad. But let's go see. I think we have some lions in here. Okay, we do have two. I don't know what to do about this one. Like, what if... I mean, we'll never be able to... Okay. I'm gonna wait. If you guys have an opinion, if I should try to let this cheetah out next time or not, or if I should just keep this net forever and we'll just pretend there's a cheetah alive in here. Let me know if you have an opinion. But for now, I'm just going to put the cheetah back in there and we will switch to lions. So this is the basic theme I've got going. So I picked the ebony logs, jungle wood planks, and then I was picking kind of like a yellow savanna type theme. So I have some acacia saplings, so we're going to grow a couple of those. And yeah, so kind of like keep it like yellow savanna-y. And then I guess since it's lions, maybe we will build them some sort of like rock structure as some sort of like cave or shelter. So I'll have to decide on that. But we're gonna get working on it. Alright, so I decided to do a simple replay time-lapse for this habitat, and I'm going to get into our lion facts as usual. But first, I just wanted to say a quick thank you. Over the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that my zoo tour and the last couple of zoo episodes have gotten way more views than the other ones, and it's just blown me away, to be honest, and I just cannot thank everyone who's watched it enough. And if you're coming back from one of those videos, seriously, thank you for coming back and spending some time with me. And with that being said, let's get into some stuff about our lions. Since they're very popular and well-known animals, I tried to find some facts that maybe you didn't know, so hopefully I found some stuff that you weren't familiar with. Something that really surprised me is that lions can run up to 50 miles per hour. And so if you know anything about cheetahs, they actually can run up to 70 miles per hour, so 50 is pretty close. And in fact, horses are really only capable of about 40 miles per hour, so a lion is actually faster for short sprints. So while the mod uses the African lion name, there are actually lions that live in Asia, specifically in India, so I thought that was pretty cool. However, unfortunately, their range used to be bigger and it used to include more of Asia and even parts of Europe, but due to hunting and habitat loss, their range has been shrunk. Despite that fact, they are actually not considered an endangered species, though they are still vulnerable. Now, something you may know is that lions are the second biggest cat in the world, second only to tigers. But did you know that lions are usually around at least 250 pounds, but they can get up to 400? Although they may be way bigger than house cats, they are pretty similar to them in at least some regard. Lions will sleep for most of the day, and in fact can be pretty much inactive for 20 hours. Not at one time though, but throughout the day they really only spend about 4 hours either hunting, socializing, grooming, anything that's not just resting or sleeping. The funny thing is though, is that they are one of the most social big cat species as well, even though they only spend a couple hours doing it. As you may know, lions live in something called a pride, and that's a group of lions that usually averages to at least 15 members, but can be up to 30 in some cases. Now, occasionally a male will be on his own, but usually even they will have a small pride of like 3 to 5 of them. Now, something else I found really interesting about the prides is that sometimes some of the lions would have like specialized roles. So rather than every lion doing a little bit of everything, some lions spent more time raising cubs, some spent more time hunting, and there was even different roles in the hunt that they would each take up. And something that had been noticed with this is that the lions that did this were very good at their specific role, and they would get better at it over time as if they were learning a skill. Now, something I found a little bit weird about the pride situation is that when a lioness was giving birth to her cubs, she would do so on her own. She would go off a little bit away and keep her cubs like hidden in bushes for at least a couple of weeks. And during this time, she would usually hunt on her own, and she would move her cubs every couple of days so that other predators wouldn't find them. This just struck me as odd because they have a whole group of lions that could protect them, right? And I actually didn't find any information about the actual reason for this, but one thing that I did find is that some of the other lions, especially adult male lions, don't always take kindly to the way that lion cubs play, and so maybe the mother lions just do this to protect their cubs until they're a little bit older. And in fact, a lot of lions will give birth around the same time so that their cubs are similar ages, and then they do raise them together once they are a few weeks old. But that's really all the time we have for facts for today, and so we're going to get back into the rest of the episode. Alright, so this is the habitat we have so far. This little cave type rock, I don't know how much I like it, but I think it's okay. And I can always try to improve it later. And the back wall definitely needs some work because it's got just some dirt showing still, and like, you know, the 2 different types of wood from the other habitats on the other side. But yeah, everything's like inescapable, it should be. The only thing I'm worried about is this, but I'm hoping they can't really jump to it very easily, and if I need to I can change it. But they shouldn't be able to get out over here, although this tree actually might be a problem. So yeah, I'll have to be careful about this. I'll watch them for a while and see if they can get from here to here. They might be able to. But yeah, besides that, I think we're good to go. I also am a little bit worried because Elytra didn't activate there. I'm worried because they are going to try to attack me when I let them out until I tame them. So I'm not quite sure what the best way to go about it is. If I should try to stand here, maybe they can't get me. But yeah, obviously if they can get up here, they're just going to get me anyway. I probably should have brought my chest plate. But live and learn. I can fly away if I need to. So, no more dilly-dallying. Let's see. Oh, they're sleeping still. Okay. Do they not eat big cat kibble? Yeah. Oh, okay. And that one was a male. Alright. So we've got the one. And so I guess they both should be sleeping then. He matches the rock too. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, now let's see. Alright, and then this one is a female. Okay, perfect. So, they like me, so we don't have to worry about being in here. So just wait for them to wake up and see what, how they do, if they like it. Oh, hi buddy! Oh, and do they, I think I need to get a tree swing for them. Just wonder. I can get either a scratching post or a tree swing, and they eat pretty much any type of meat. Oh. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to break these. It might look ugly for a bit, but that hopefully will keep them in. And we've got a bunch of chicken. So put that in there for them. Hey buddy, come on. Alright, let's put him down here. Let's see if he likes it down here better. So yeah, basically all I gotta do is get them a tire swing, and then it's all set. Also, I haven't done any of the path outside here either, so I've got to do that as well. Alright, so they're both still in here for right now, haven't escaped. I think the tire swing would be good here. Okay, I think that's really good. Oh my goodness, this guy's so adorable. Alright everyone, so like I said, I still need to do the path around here, some terraforming here as well, and the back wall. And this episode might be a bit shorter, so I apologize about that. But things have been a little bit hectic in my life. I started classes again this week, and work has been kind of busy, even though now that the holidays are over it's a little bit less. But it's still, things have just been taking up my time. So it's been a little bit slower to get these videos out, but this is like one of my favorite series, and it seems like you guys like it a lot as well. So I wanted to get another episode, and I really want to do a big cat today, so that's why I picked this. Like usual, if you have any suggestions to make the habitats better or anything, I'd be happy to hear that. But until next time, that is going to do it. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.